Welcome to the Joe F. Shepherd Gymnasium on the campus of Leake Academy in Madden. And for the third time this week, Boswell Media Sports presents Leake Academy varsity girls and boys basketball for you. The opponents tonight, Winston Academy from Louisville. Final regular season home game of the season for the Rebels. So it's senior night, and we've got girls basketball coming up for you in just a minute. Last night, makeup game. COVID-related makeup game. The girls defeated East Rankin Academy. We've got some starting lineups being announced right now for Winston Academy. They're going to start. We'll go ahead with their starting lineups. Morgan Woods and Carter Perkins, Maddie Lee, Haley Bradford, and Betsy Carson Hatcher. Four of those five started in the January 4 game at Louisville. That was won by Leake Academy. That last meeting back on January 4 won 69-29. Now the starting lineups for the Leake Academy Rebels under Coach Amanda Hatch. 24-2 on the season, 7-0 in district play. And they'll start 5'8" junior Miriam Prince. And they'll start Parks Chandler, senior, getting a senior night start tonight. 13, Laney Turner at 5'7", also a senior. And senior Ramsey Beth Johnston. And then also starting senior Kaylee Wooten at 5'10". So Johnston, Wooten, Turner, Chandler, and Prince, the starting five for your Leake Academy Rebels. Those are your Baptist Medical Leake starting lineups. So we're getting started just a minute or two before 6 o'clock. Mentioned last night, Park Place came in, and girls won that game handily. Boys lost the game by double digits, but we're ready to go. Winston in navy blue, red numerals, Lady Patriots across the front, everything trimmed in white. They got kind of rocking a early 90s look with some stripes, big thick stripes around the shorts of their uniforms, around the backside, and Leake in home gray. Navy numerals trimmed in red, Leake emblazoned across the front. Here we go, ball in the air, tip controlled by Winston. Here we go. Thanks for joining us here on Cruising 98. Starting it out in the offensive end, Morgan Woods with it, guarded by Prince. She's looking for somewhere to go with the basketball, and it's stolen, taken away by Laney Turner. Turner on the dribble up the near side, goes to Prince, left wing, gets it back. We'll put it on a right-hand dribble. Nearly carry it, stop, put up a long two that's no good. Rebound off the baseline, taken by Carter Perkins Maddie Lee of Winston. So Morgan Woods hassled by Prince up at the midcourt line and tries to pass it to Perkins, but it's off her hands into the Rebel bench, out of bounds. About 40 seconds into the ball game. Got Miriam Prince and the four seniors in tonight's starting lineup. Starting lineup presented by Baptist Medical League. Prince drives, just breaks the ankle, figuratively speaking, of course, of Morgan Woods right at the free throw line, but then traveled on her drive to the hoop. So a tremendous crossover move goes for naught. No score yet in the ball game. Patriots moving along the baseline. Maddie Lee, bodied up by Kaylee Wooten, loses control of the basketball on the right baseline, and it'll go over to the Rebels on a turnover. Prince, right-hand dribble, sets up, goes top of the key. Open for three was Turner. She takes it, and there's a junction three. Rebel three-pointers presented by your friends at Prince Oil, reminding you to stop by those great locations of the Junction. Put some Junction in your next function with Junction Catering. Minute and a half in. Winston working around the perimeter, and then timeout called by Coach Greer, and we'll take it with him. We'll be back in 1 minute here on Boswell Media Sports.
Achoo! Achoo!
Bless you, Mama.
Thank you.
Mama, you know that yummy medicine Moore's Pharmacy made for me? I bet they can make you some too.
Well, let me just give them a call.
Moore's Pharmacy is your specialty pharmacy for compounding and compliance packaging. This makes it easier if you take several prescriptions. And be sure to download their RX Local app. This will make your wait time even shorter, if you can believe that. Moore's Pharmacy, your only local independent pharmacy in Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena.
If you want to get the best in sportswear and gear, check out In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, offers screen printing with personalized jerseys, t-shirts, and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports also has customizable vinyl gear for spring sports like baseball and softball, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Get ready for this sports season with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
The Winston Academy off the inbound. Betsy Carson Hatcher with a bucket from 3 feet right of the basket to make it 3-2. Rebels up by 1, under 6 minutes to play first quarter. 3 from Miriam Prince. Junction 3. Splash there for the leading scorer for the Rebels. 6-2 now. Didn't get to introduce myself. Things were happening so fast. Philip Palmertree, glad to be back with you. As ball's turned over, taken at midcourt, run out, easy lay-in at the other side by Miriam Prince. No reason to make that any more difficult than it is. Just go straight to the basket, right-hand lay-in. Winston, right elbow, drive. Foul called as Bradford was charging hard to the rim. Foul put on Ramsey Beth Johnston, her first. Team's first. Inbounding, sending it out high as Winston. Out to Maddie Lee. She sends it to Woods, gets it back. Prince on her, goes to the free throw line. Bradford goes to the ground, but not much contact there. Johnston is going to pick up her second personal, and that one wasn't much of a foul. Inbound comes in. Rebels up 8-2, driving underneath. Bradford does a nice job getting underneath, but still clearing to score the basket from underneath. 8-4, under 5 minutes to play. First quarter presented by Performance Therapy. There's Johnston in the lane. Some contact. She goes to the floor. And foul charged to Morgan Woods. Her first and the first foul on the Lady Patriots. And a 5-second call. Good defense by Winston there, forcing the turnover. Prince couldn't find anybody open out there. 8-4 the score. Rebels up by 4. Winston coming in to the offensive end. Coming up left side, long sideline. Pass tip knocked away by Prince. Stolen off, taken by Parks Chandler. Now she gets it to Prince. Prince on the right-hand dribble. Between the legs, backs out, probes. Calls out Wooten for a screen. Will use it, come right. Now go in the corner. Getting it back. 3, just to the right of the top. Horseshoes out, rebound Bradford for Winston. So empty trips to the floor, but each time down for the two squads. Perkins looking, they've got isolation on Bradford. She's going up against Johnston, backs in, drives in, and puts it off the glass. For her second bucket, 8-6. Right corner, 3 on the way. Yes, that's good for Lainey Turner, her second 3. A junction 3, third of the ball game for the Rebels in the first quarter. It's 11-6. And then a nice cut to the basket, straight in. Betsy Carson Hatcher, little nice cut. And they found her for 2, 11-8. Subs will come in. 3 from Prince, left short. Rebound. And Carter Perkins of Winston nearly gets thrown away in the backcourt, but Perkins uses a screen from Woods to get in. Now going to drive left side. Harassed, keeps her dribble, goes underneath, tries to go underneath to Hatcher, but taken away by Kaylee Wooten. She gets it to Prince. Now to Turner. Turner driving right side, leaves a little bit short on the finish. Rebound Perkins for Winston. Here come the Patriots, down 11-8, 3 minutes to go first quarter. Three partially blocked by Prince, taken off by Ramsey Beth Johnston. Now Prince, a little drive, goes straight to the rack and scores it. She's got 7, and a timeout's called. 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back with the Rebels up 11-8 here on Boswell Media Sports.
Achoo! Achoo!
Bless you, Mama.
Thank you.
Mama, you know that yummy medicine Moore's Pharmacy made for me? I bet they can make you some too.
Well, let me just give them a call.
Morse Pharmacy is your specialty pharmacy for compounding and compliance packaging. This makes it easier if you take several prescriptions. And be sure to download their RX Local app. This will make your wait time even shorter, if you can believe that. Morse Pharmacy, your only local independent pharmacy in Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena.
Welcome back to the Joe F. Shepherd Gym, coming out of the short timeout. 2:47 to go first quarter. Rebels 11 and Winston Academy 8. The starters you would usually expect are on the floor now. Katie Jones, Morgan Freeney, Emery Warren, and Alan K. Wilcox. 3-point lead. And quick hands in there by Wilcox. Knock a pass out of bounds over the inline. It'll stay with the Patriots. Had 4 senior starters. Now the usual 5 in there. Catch and release shot off the inbound, missed badly by Maddie Lee. It airballed over toward the cheerleaders. It'll be Rebel basketball leading 11-8. Coming right side to Warren. Out high to Wilcox. She'll loop it around. Now to Freeney. Freeney's got an open lane. Up the middle, goes with the left hand, but too strong in the finish. Offensive board by Wilcox. She sends it back out. Freeney, left side three. Yes. Junction 3 for Morgan Freeney. Junior makes it 14-8, and now the backcourt pressure broken. Coming in, Chloe Hilliard's checked into the ball game, drives, and she'll get some contact. I think Emery Warren committed the foul. She did. First foul on Warren, team's third. Ramsey Beth Johnston has the other 2 fouls, and they go around to Hilliard. Wilcox on her at the head of the circle. She drives left side. Ball slapped away by Wilcox into the corner, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Patriots. Leake Academy 14, Winston 8. Glad you're with us on this Friday night. First quarter presented by Performance Therapy. Inbound pass to Hilliard, now to Maddie Lee with Prince manning up on her. They work it left side. Woods on the drive into the lane, puts up a hook, runs. She gets the shot. Foul's going to be on Wilcox. So count the 2 for Lee on the strong drive in the lane. Wilcox guilty of the foul. Haley Bradford will come in to the ball game and replace Braylee Dickerson, who was in there briefly. Free throw good by Lee to complete the 3-point play and make it 16-11. Final 90 seconds of a fast-moving first quarter coming up. Working against man pressure. Woods on a switch on a screen. Prince drives, scoop shot, right hand put in, good. She's already got 9 points. Into the front court, Hilliard with Freeney on her. Keeps the dribble with the right hand, comes right, gives it up at the elbow to Woods, gets it back behind the arc. Freeney really up in her grill. And now Prince nearly steals it deep wide right, but controlled by Woods. She drives right baseline, cut off by Freeney, and she walked with a basketball. Great job closing out there by Morgan Freeney, forcing Woods to go up in the air for just about an inch off the ground, and then didn't have anywhere to go with the ball. She never let it go. Final minute, Rebels with the ball up by 7. Wilcox on the drive. Comes up. Hilliard hacks her on the arm as she made a drive to the rim. First foul on Chloe Hillier. 48 seconds to go in the quarter, and free throws here. First trip to the line for Leake tonight. First one buried by Alan K. Wilcox. Wilcox ready to get that second free throw up. She does. Perfect on both. 20-11. Perkins on the drive, middle of the floor. Her pass tipped by Prince, taken off by Hatcher, and she turns to the basket and draws some contact from Wilcox. Good quick reaction there by Betsy Carson Hatcher. She looked like she was going to be out of control in that, but she actually stayed nicely in control. First free throw a little too deep off the back of the rim. Grace Maxey checks in for Wilcox. 39 seconds to go in the quarter. Second free throw a little too deep as well. Emery Warren boxes out nicely, gets up for the rebound, hands it to Prince. She sends it up ahead to Maxey. Open three on the way. Down it goes. Grace Maxey with a junction three. 23-11. Backcourt pressure by the Rebels. Broken. Then a 2-on-1 chance blown as Perkins, sending it on right to left to Bradford, just sailed the pass over her head into the corner, out of bounds. Rebels will get a chance for the last shot as we go under 15 seconds. This first quarter, and somebody forgot to guard Prince. She runs it down, scores it with the right hand, and then gets fouled. Lee closed out just a little too soon. So the and one opportunity. Prince misses the free throw, rebounded by Bradford. She'll bring it up left side on the dribble under 5 seconds. Not sure if she's aware of the clock. 2-1, and they won't get the shot off. They lost track of time. We've played one quarter, and Leake with a 14-point lead, 25-11. We'll be back in 60 here on Boswell Media Sports.
Time to take your shot. With the increase in COVID-19 cases due to the Delta variant, it is now more important than ever to get vaccinated. The faster we do, the sooner we can end the pandemic and return to a more normal way of life. To schedule your vaccination appointment, call Baptist Primary Care Clinic 601-267-1470 and select option 5 to make your appointment today. Baptist Leake, making your health care our number one priority.
South Group Cox Agency has the best lines of coverage for your home, business, and auto, also leading the way in protecting the very essence of who you are. This time of year, identity theft is on the rise. More than 8 million households will be hit in some way this season. South Group Cox Agency prevents hackers from destroying your life with credit monitoring and data protection, even expense reimbursement to cover costs incurred while reclaiming your identity. Get peace of mind now with South Group Cox Agency, Main Street, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Rebels immediately get 2 points right out of the start of the quarter, and I was trying to fix a microphone situation. Didn't even see who scored it, but it's 27-11. Steele in the backcourt. Turnaround, Katie Jones can't get it to go, but rebounded by Prince. Over to Jones. To Warren, but then there's a whistle. Morgan Freeney went crashing to the floor. She's holding her right shoulder in some pain as she comes to the bench, so time was called. It'll be Winston ball. As trainer David Jones is going to come down and look at Morgan Freeney. Pass intercepted, thrown into Jones. She can't score it, but there to get the offensive board and the stick back is Prince. 31-11. Winston coming up. Beats the trap right side, comes to Bradford behind the arc. She's going to fire from three, but put it too long, and it'll sail out of bounds. Team rebound for the Rebels. 31-11 the score, 1 minute deep into tonight's second quarter. Prince will bring it up on the dribble. Met at the top of the key. Twin high screeners. Go left. Warren. Three feet behind the arc, and she sends it straight down. Junction 3 for junior Emery Warren. Rebels extend the lead. (31-11). Then driving is Hatcher. She got position on Jones, and I think got Jones to commit the foul. 34-11, excuse me. Foul goes on Katie Jones. Her first, team 6th. Hatcher back at the free throw line where she was just 0 for 2. She rolls that one all the way around 1.5 times before it goes down. She's got 5 points in tonight's ball game. Second free throw, too deep. Warren claims the rebound for Leake. Up ahead to Maxey on the right-hand dribble, left side. She sends it down to Jones in the block. She bumps, gets clearance, and puts it in from 3 feet. First points for Katie tonight, 36-12. 6:15 to play, second quarter. Woods on the drive, and she carried the basketball. She did that earlier and got away with it, but that time she got spotted for that one. Bradford will come out of the ball game, and she'll be replaced by Ella Brown for Winston. Patriots trying to make a sweep here in district play. Teams met on January 4th in Louisville. 69-29 was the score. Pass was a little too deep for Katie Jones. She ended up putting it on the dribble, but dribbled it on the end line under the basket. Turnover gives it to the Patriots. Woods, angle pass right side. Now she cuts, gives it to Brown, who can't hang on to it, and Jones plucks it away. Sends it left side to Warren. Warren on the drive. Will get it opposite side to Prince, who had set up right there nicely. Gave her somewhere to go with a basketball, and a good Warren. Prince for 2. 38-12. Driving inside. Wilcox, who's back in the game. Ball poked away by Grace Maxey, but then stolen back by Ella Brown in the backcourt for Winston. So Winston will keep it. They'll come out for a reset. Deep line right to Brown. Now 3 on the way. Missed by Maddie Lee, but offensive rebound Carter. She's out behind the three-point line. Into the middle of the floor. Driving is Hatcher. She can't score from 5 feet out, but she rebounds, sends it back out. Extra possession, extra chance here for the Patriots. Down to Hatcher, working on Wilcox. Puts it up, but hits the bottom side of the rim, and Maxey's got it on the baseline. She's going to fire from 3, and she rattles it in. Junction 3 for Grace Maxey, her second of the night. 41-12. Perkins over to Woods. She's going to stop. Fire from the free throw line. Off the heel of the rim, but claimed on the right side by Hatcher at another offensive board. Winston's doing a good job crashing the boards. Katie Jones will commit a hold there on Hatcher. That's Katie's second personal. Hillier comes back into the ball game for Winston and gives Woods a rest. Third trip to the line tonight for Betsy Carson. Hatcher. She's 1 out of 4, puts the first one off the window, banks it in. 4:24 to play, second quarter. Second free throw. Off the back of the rim, rebound Warren for LA. Maxey looking down in the lane, but it's knocked away by Brown and taken by Winston. Perkins to Hillier, driving on Wilcox. Now she works it inside out. Over to Lee. Lee with Maxey on her. Goes down to Hatcher. Hatcher goes strong but can't finish. And the fight for the rebound. Ball was knocked out of bounds. Miriam Prince touched it last. It'll stay with Winston. Larissa Sailors comes into the game for Ella Brown. So smaller lineup on the floor for Winston right now. Ball goes out to Lee. Now to Hillier. She's going to drive on Wilcox. Gets her pocket picked by Prince, who runs out ahead of the defense and puts it in off the glass with the right hand. 17 right now for Prince, and it's 43-13. 3.5 minutes to play. Sailors loses the ball in the lane, picked off by Jones. They hand it to Prince. She'll come up left side, give it to Warren. Spots up for a 3. Splash for Emory Warren, our second of the second quarter, and timeout called by Winston with 3:22 to go before halftime. Rebels have opened up a 46-13 lead back in 60 here on Boswell Media Sports.
Sometimes life gets a little rough, and when it does, Performance Therapy is focused on highly individualized care. Owner Dan Young says no two people respond the same way to any form of treatment or intervention. No injury is the same, and no single treatment works across the board. Their therapists help people regain their physical function and mobility. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, stroke, orthopedic surgery, or you're suffering from chronic neck or back pain, they can help. Performance Therapy. Philadelphia, Carthage, Canton, Brandon, Gluckstadt, McGee, Florence, Raymond, Pelahatchie, and Wiggins.
State champion. That was a 30-second timeout, not a full 60. We'll bring you back here just as Winston inbounds it up the length of the floor to pass down into the low post. Too far out in front of Hillier, and ball gets thrown away. Winston will take it. Katie Jones will inbound it. Rebels lead 46-13 with 3:09 to play before halftime. Grace Maxey handling the point. Goes to Warren left side, down to Marley Myers, who takes a nice drop step, turn around, and put in off the window. I always love to see good low post play. Just saw it there from freshman Marley Myers. The assist from Warren. The drive, Bradford crashes into Wilcox. No call. Shot missed and rebound, but Myers throws it away, but then she gets it back thanks to the quick hands of Wilcox. And now Wilcox will get it up on the dribble. Sends a long pass ahead, left side, driving in mid-range two. Missed off the heel of the rim by Warren, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Bradford of Winston. Clock ticking down, 2:22 to play. Woods will come back into the game for Saylor. Winston down already, 48-13. Rebels have really shot the ball well. Chloe Hillier on the right baseline finds Perkins cutting to the rim, and she puts it in. Good backdoor cut there. First two for Perkins. 48-15. Now working underneath. Myers misses from the right side, gets her own rebound. Out to Wilcox for a three that's off the back of the iron, but Jones with the offensive board sticks it back in with a right hand. 4 for Katie Jones. Timeout called. Well, subs coming in. It's going to be the seniors, Turner, Parks, Wooten, Johnston, joining Maxey on the floor for LA. 50-15, 90 seconds to go before halftime here on senior night. Last regular season ball game. Down in the low post, Bradford double team. Ball knocked out of her hands by Lainey Turner, but it'll stay with Winston. Clock running. Sent out to Lee, now to Perkins, deep wide right. She'll right-hand dribble, hand it to Hillier, who's looking for somewhere to go. Comes top of the key, gives it to Woods. They'll run a little weave. Now get it to Perkins, coming up, trying to reverse it underneath, and a foul called on the shot attempt. Third personal will go on Ramsey Beth Johnston. Free throws here for Perkins, who has 2 points tonight. Missed off to the left with that first free throw. Clock continues to tick with a 35-point game in the first half. Second free throw up, and she rolls it in, front rim, back rim, and in. 50-16, final 20 seconds of the second quarter, and then we'll have your Byers Furniture halftime coming your way. Grace Maxey, left-hand dribble, angles left, nowhere to go with it. Now comes back to the right, uses a screen from Chandler Parks. Goes to Lainey Turner behind the arc. She'd give it back for a quick three right before the buzzer, and Maxey leaves it about a foot short. So a successful first half for LA. They have scored 25 points in each quarter. And in this second quarter, they hold Winston to just 5 points. They lead it at the intermission, 50-16. We'll take our halftime break and come back with the Byers Furniture halftime. After, we'll see if we're going to have some senior festivities or what. The girls are going over to the side, sit there. We'll take a 60-second break and come back with your Byers Furniture halftime as Leake Academy basketball continues.
When it comes to the health and well-being of your four-legged family members, you need to trust veterinary experience that you'll find with Dr. Ryan Anderson and Dr. Steve Green at Central Mississippi Animal Clinic. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic is a full-service animal hospital that specializes in both routine and emergency procedures such as medical, surgical, dental, and grooming. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic conveniently located at 900 Highway 35 South in Carthage.
Visit them online at centralmississippianimalclinic.com.
Byers Furniture in downtown Philadelphia can make your kitchen dreams come true in 2021. Smart refrigerators, dishwashers, ranges, and microwaves make cooking easier and more fun than ever. GE makes large washer tubs and high RPM spinouts, so doing laundry with a new GE pair is faster than ever. Whether it's your kitchen or laundry room, Byers Furniture and GE are your one-stop shop for all your appliance needs. Byers Furniture, 319 Bird Avenue in downtown Philadelphia, serving you since 1953.
Boswell Media Sports.
Back at the Joe F. Shepherd Gym, and if you're watching on the Boswell Media YouTube channel using the video link available at kicks96news.com, you get to see tomorrow's Terrors in their final home performance of the season. And you always get to realize why Leake Academy girls basketball is so special. It's because it's just a culture, and it's a culture of training, enthusiasm, excellence, integrity, and they teach those lessons to these girls from the very, very beginning. We've got two groups doing some layup type drills. We'll let you enjoy that as I talk. I can't, with a radio audience, need to give you a little bit of commentary here because not everybody's able to watch, but hope those of you who are on the video are enjoying it. Rebels led 25-11. Started four seniors tonight. Started Parks Chandler, Lainey Turner, Kaylee Wooten, Ramsey Beth Johnson, along with Miriam Prince. And the Rebels got out to a 14-point lead and then outscore Winston in the second quarter 25-5. to take a 50-16 commanding halftime lead. For Winston in the first half, I didn't have time to total it up, but not that hard to do. 6 points from Betsy Carson-Hatcher off a couple of made shots, and 2 for 6 shooting at the free throw line. Haley Bradford has 4, Maddie Lee with 3, and Ann Carter Perkins also with 3 for Winston. On Leake's side, I have 2 points that are not accounted for. We got a quick basket coming out of a break early in the first quarter, and I was trying to fix a little technical problem and just didn't see it. I saw the ball go through the hoop, but didn't see whose hands it came out of. So I apologize for that. I'm going to be off by 2 points, but I've got it totaled up this way. Miriam Prince with 17 in the first half, including 11 in the first quarter. She made a junction 3 and then has made 7 shots from the floor, and she went 0 for 1 at the free throw line for 17. 6 for Lainey Turner. She made 2 junction 3s right out of the chute in the first quarter. Emery Warren put in a pair of junction 3s in the second quarter for 6 points, and also 6 for Grace Maxey. She spread her 2 3s out, 1 over each quarter for 6. 4 points for Katie Jones. Marley Myers had 2, and Alan K. Wilcox had 2 off a successful trip at the free throw line. She's 2 for 2 at the line. Playing in the first half, but not scoring, Kaylee Wooten, Ramsey Beth Johnston, Lainey Turner, and Morgan Freeney. And we'll have saved Morgan for last, mentioning that Morgan was injured in the second quarter. She went out with had banged her shoulder, presume on the floor. It may have been into another player. I didn't see the contact happen. I just saw her coming to the side with holding her right shoulder and in some pain. She's not out with the team right now, and I think she's getting some attention from David Jones and the training staff. So expect we may not see Morgan back tonight, but we certainly wish her well. Hope she's back in quickly. Had victories in the junior high games, girls and boys. Boys won impressively 43-14. So our score here 50-16 at the break. And we'll take one more break and come back with the start of the third quarter as the Byers Furniture halftime continues here from Boswell Media Sports.
Piggly Wiggly in Carthage is cheering on their Leake Rebels. When you don't have time to prepare food, they do. Give them a call and let the bakery and deli fix you up with delicious tailgate trays so you can hit the road with lots of goodies. Piggly Wiggly appreciates their hometown and wishes all players and cheerleaders a safe and successful season. If you can't make the game, Piggly Wiggly in Carthage. Go, Rebels, go!
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his professional team at Carthage Veterinary Clinic appreciate their patients. They treat all animals, large and small, and handle them with top care. Not only do they provide for your sick animals, they groom and board as well. Open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 7:30 to 5:30. Wednesdays and Saturdays, 7:30 till noon. Like them on Facebook. Carthage Veterinary Clinic, Highway 16, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Philip Palmertree with you in the Joe F. Shepherd Gym. We start the third quarter presented by Piggly Wiggly of Carthage. And the Lady Rebels lead 50-16. Winston will inbound it at midcourt. Maxey, Wilcox, Prince, Warren, and Jones starting five for the second half. Hatcher drives in the lane, drives on Jones, and she'll get some contact, crash to the floor, and get back to the free throw line, which has been a place where she struggled in the first half. Katie Jones guilty of her third personal. Hatcher, 2 out of 6 makes the first one. Nice and easy on that one. She was sending them a little bit long down at the near end here. Second free throw misses off to the right. Rebound, Katie Jones for LA. Prince finds left side baseline. Warren feeds underneath to Jones, who scores it from right in front of the basket for two. Good assist again for Warren. Katie's got 6 points, and it's 52-17. And Carter Perkins dribbling between the circles, drifts to the right. Goes to Lee, down in the post to Bradford. She puts up a tough shot from 6 feet out, scores against Warren. 52-19. Crossover dribble. Nice look, feed, right side, coming right to left, but too strong on the finish is Katie Jones, and it's last touched by LA's Emery Warren. It'll stay, or it'll go to the Patriots. Remember, we've got the boys game coming up after this. Pass up high, picked off by Emery Warren. She finds Prince streaking to the basket, who converts at the other end for her 19th point. 54-19. Rebels extend pressure in the half court. Perkins dribbles through a double team, and then a pass from Lee down low, knocked away by Jones into the Patriots bench. It'll stay with Winston. We're in a running clock situation, a 35-point lead for Leake Academy here in this opening ball game. Hatcher set up behind the three-point line. She's not interested in shooting it. Goes to Bradford, guarded by Warren. She'll dribble left, now come back out high to Woods. She'll dribble 3 times, go in and send it back out deep to Perkins. She'll skip a pass left side to Bradford. Find Hatcher in there, double team, and she walked with the basketball. Good defensive position in there by Maxey and Wilcox. Now entering the game, Ramsey Beth Johnston carrying 3 fouls. Chandler Parks, Lainey Turner, and Kaylee Wooten. Grace Maxey will stay in. Go under 5 minutes to play the third quarter. Third quarter is presented to you by Piggly Wiggly of Carthage. Maxey left-hand drive is swatted out of there by Hatcher. Subs coming in, Julia Gregory for Winston, along with Braylee Dickerson. Inbound pass off the baseline, out to Turner. She's going to put it on a right-hand drive, gets swatted away again by Hatcher, but taken by Parks. Leake keeps it to off high, off the window, junction 3 for Grace Maxey. She's got a trio of junction 3s, 9 points. 57-19. Perkins dribbles right side, looking at man pressure. Goes to Dickerson on the right, behind the arc. Now Perkins will launch from the left side, leave it a little too long. Good position by Chandler Parks. And they'll get a travel on Woods. Maxie thought she was about to get called for a foul. But the official says it was steps. But somehow, or I guess maybe Maxie stole it and then traveled because it's Winston's ball. I don't know how you keep the ball if you traveled. But anyway, Hatcher out high to Woods. She uses up her dribble. Now goes to Gregory. Goes left side, feeds it down in the post. Tough turnaround, missed there by Dickerson. And Johnston takes it for Leake, gets it to Maxey, who comes on a right-hand dribble, right side. Now to the free throw line. Send it out. 3 on the way from Turner, left a little short. Hatcher goes to the baseline for the rebound for Winston. Go under the 3-minute mark. Rebels 57, Lady Patriots 19. Gregory, right-hand dribble, uses a screen from Perkins, now angles left. Comes around, steps in front of the three-point line, and buries a good-looking jumper. Young Julia Gregory scores it. Now some of the starters back in. Also Ella Brown, Maddie Lee, Haley Bradford, Chloe Hillier for Winston. Parks, right side, goes to Maxey. Guarded by Hillier. She goes up on the drive, tries to draw some contact, but no whistle. Hillier takes the rebound, throws it ahead to Lee, but she can't handle the pass, and Lainey Turner's glad to take it away. She'll come to the corner to Maxey. Bradford closes out on her, and the pass out to the left side, knocked out of bounds off the hand of Maddie Lee. On to 2 minutes to play. This third quarter, presented by Pickage. Maxey will yo-yo dribble it out near the LA logo, come around from a screen from Wooten. Fire from 3 and it horseshoes out. Wooten had it for a moment but lost it. Hillier gets the ball for Winston, and here come the Patriots. Bradford on the dribble, nobody picking her up. Johnston has to come off the help side to close out on her and ends up committing the blocking foul. 4 on Ramsey Beth. More subs ready to come in. Free throws now for Bradford. She'll knock down the first one. Gets her 7 points. Group of 4 subs, or maybe 5 coming in. We'll try to get them all to you in a minute. Among them, McKinley Peoples, Natalie Vaughn. Try to get the rest of them for you. Second free throw, good like the first for Bradford, 57-23. Getting it out high is Natalie Vaughn. Vaughn will come around. Olivia Rudolph in the game, and there's a 3 from the left side, good by McKinley Peoples. Natalie Vaughn. Natalie Vaughn for 3. Junction 3, 60-23. Bradford top of the key. Driving on Maggie Stevens. She can't get it to go, but gets her own rebound. Put back no good. She gets a third chance at it. Goes up right side and gets hit going up. Foul charged to Rayleigh Atkinson, who was the 5th player who had come in the game that I had not identified yet. So she picks up her first personal, team's 3rd. 9 seconds to go in the quarter. Bradford back at the line, and she's right on target with the first free throw. Got 9 points. She can get to double figures. She's good on this one. And she is. Good-looking free thrower is Haley Bradford. 60-25. She's got 10 points. 6 seconds to go. Atkinson over to Rudolph. Pass to the left wing. Poked out of bounds, and that's the end of the quarter. Rebels lead it after 3, 60-25. Back in 60 seconds as Leake Academy basketball continues.
Achoo! Achoo! Bless you, Mama. Thank you. Mama, you know that yummy medicine Moore's Pharmacy made for me? I bet they can make you some too.
Well, let me just give them a call.
Morse Pharmacy is your specialty pharmacy for compounding and compliance packaging. This makes it easier if you take several prescriptions. And be sure to download their RX Local app. This will make your wait time even shorter, if you can believe that. Morse Pharmacy, your only local independent pharmacy in Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena.
If you want to get the best in sportswear and gear, check out In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, offers screen printing with personalized jerseys, t-shirts, and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports also has customizable vinyl gear for spring sports like baseball and softball, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Get ready for this sports season with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
Start of the fourth quarter, Olivia Rudolph on the rebound, drives into the paint, kicks it out to Rayleigh Atkinson, whose three from the right side is short, but an offensive board and a foul committed. See who goes up on the board with it. It's second foul on Morgan Woods. And it's going to send Natalie Vaughn to the free throw line, where she sends down the first free throw for her fourth point. Vaughn, the junior, makes both free throws, give herself 5 points. 62-25. Rebels lead as we start the final quarter. Running clock situation. Ann Carter Perkins goes right side, and then she thought her teammate Saylor was going to be out there to spot up for three, but she went inside, and the ball just goes off into the corner. Atkinson on a left-hand dribble, now switches, comes middle of the floor, goes left side, gonna drive but loses the ball, picked up by Vaughn. She's gonna curl around, fling one up, no good. Shot blocked and taken away by Braylee Dickerson for the Lady Patriots. Up to Morgan Woods, works between the circles, picked up by Natalie Vaughn, and same thing happened this time on the left side. Woods thought this time Perkins was gonna set up for three, and she cut toward the lane. Just threw it to nobody. Under 6 to play, fourth quarter. Atkinson on the dribble between the circles, uses a screen from Rudolph. Comes out to Peoples. Hands it to Vaughn. Vaughn left open for three. Fires. Ball off the rim, but rebound taken by Peoples. She gets it to Atkinson. The Rebels will reset it. Rudolph, left wing. Out high to Vaughn. She shoots 3 feet behind the arc, and bang, that's good. Junction three for Natalie Vaughn, her second of the game. She's got 8 points. 65-25, Rebels lead it. Perkins on a dribble. Uses it up, comes to Lee, right side. She's having trouble handling it, and Atkinson takes it away from her. And jerks it away, and they're going to get a foul on Winston Saylor, trying to take the ball away from Atkinson. She commits the foul. Now Allison Thompson and Ella Bell will enter for LA. And some subs in also. Brown, Gregory, and Hillier in the ball game for the Patriots. So Bell on the dribble, working on Hillier. Sends it right side to Billy, who's in the ball game, Miley Billy. And there's a score from Marley Myers, who just came back in. 67-25. Three missed on the left side by Hillier, and rebound to Myers for LA. LA on the offensive end. Billy out high. Goes to Bell. That end to Abigail Graham, who's in the game. They feed in the low post. Myers can't get it to go left side, but Billy's there on the offside for the rebound. Sends it back to Myers. She gets a drop step in, but travels with a basketball. Dragged the foot in the low post. Under 4 minutes to play. Remember, we've got the boys game coming up after this one. When two boys teams met last year, it was a nip and tuck ball game. Ended up being a Leake win, 46-41. Feed in the low post, knocked away by Myers, taken away by Ella Bell. She's going to come up quickly, sends it ahead to Billy. Can't control it, but she slaps it nicely over to Myers with a finish from the left hand. 6 for Marley Myers, 69-25. Gregory on the left-hand dribble, picked up out high by Billy. She'll come right side into the right corner. Then down low. Struggling to put up the shot is Brown. She can't do it. Billy comes out of there with it. She'll come up quickly on the side. Now back out. Myers right elbow. Myers drives down, puts it up strong off the window and good. Gotta like the offensive confidence of Marley Myers. She's got size that can work to her advantage driving to the rim, and she's used it tonight. 71-25, under 3 minutes to play. Hillier will launch a three from the right side. It goes halfway down and pops out, but offensive board from Brown, and Myers will reach down and slap her on the arm. First foul on Marley Myers, team's fourth. 71-25 the score. Ella Brown will shoot free throws. Puts the first one a little too deep. Puts up the second. Leaves it short. And then offensive board put back, missed by Dickerson. And rebounded on the offside by Myers. She sends it to Ella Bell, who crossover dribbles, comes right side. Now will back it back out after probing a little bit. She'll curl around to the top. Got an open lane. Things pinned down, and boy, slap out of bounds by Dickerson. That sounded like hand on hand instead of hand on ball. But the official didn't see it that way. Bell will send it in to Myers, making a nice cut on the opposite side of the basket for another two. Nice offensive play from Myers. 73-25. 95 seconds to go. Gregory comes right side, uses a screen from Lee. Now gives it to her. Send it right side, 10 feet away from the basket. Reach in, foul committed by Allison Thompson of Leake. Inbounded by Gregory, left side. Out high to Maddie Lee. She drives, gets past the defender, but then tries to bounce it to Brown. And just, Brown wasn't ready for it, and it goes into the corner. 1 minute to play. Stay with us when the clock hits 0 for Wendy's postgame. Steal. Billy going one-on-one against Gregory. Puts it up off the right side and good. She nearly lost the ball. Good job keeping her composure for the two. 75-25. Rebels up 50. In the low post, nice move, but can't finish it. Braylee Dickerson, offensive board to Brown, sends it out to Lee, who's three, horseshoes out. Out of bounds, tipped, last touched by Thompson of LA. 20 seconds to go. Gregory will slap the ball, inbounding right at the basket. And a long two sent straight down the chute. Good by Ella Brown for her first points of the night. 5 seconds to play. Bell on the right side. Dribbling out to Billy. She'll fire from three at the buzzer. It goes halfway down. Nearly went down twice and then came out. Final score, 75 for Leake Academy, 27 for Winston Academy. 75-27 the final. Leake improves to 25-2 and a perfect 8-0 in district play. Winston having a rough year, takes another loss here in district play as these teams wrap it up. We'll take a post-game break, and then we'll come back with the Wendy's post-game and also get you ready for the boys' game. But the LA girls win it going away 75-27. Back after this break on Boswell Media Sports.
When it comes to the health and well-being of your four-legged family members, you need to trust veterinary experience that you'll find with Dr. Ryan Anderson and Dr. Steve Green at Central Mississippi Animal Clinic. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic is a full-service animal hospital that specializes in both routine and emergency procedures such as medical, surgical, dental, and grooming. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic, conveniently located at 900 Highway 35 South in Carthage.
Visit them online at centralmississippianimalclinic.com.
Go Leake!
supporting all of our Rebels and Rebelettes this basketball season until the very end. We are so proud of you all and the heart you play with. Good sportsmanship and integrity on and off the court is to be recognized, and we are behind you all the way. Let's go LA! Schedule an appointment with us at 601-656-3366. 601-656-3366. Good luck from Craig and Amy Martin and all the crew at Craig Martin General Dentistry, Philadelphia.
Piggly Wiggly and Carthage is cheering on their Leake Rebels. When you don't have time to prepare food, they do. Give them a call and let the bakery and deli fix you up with delicious tailgate trays so you can hit the road with lots of goodies. Piggly Wiggly appreciates their hometown and wishes all players and cheerleaders a safe and successful season. If you can't make the game, Piggly Wiggly and Carthage. Go Rebels, go!
Only Wendy's serves a better breakfast with a better biscuit. Our hot buttery breakfast biscuits are loaded with a fresh cracked egg, cheese, and your choice of bacon or sausage. And right now at Wendy's, they're only $1 each.
Wendy's breakfast biscuits, just $1.
So don't take a chance with those other guys. Bet your buck on a better breakfast with Wendy's bacon or sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price of participation may vary. Limit 5 qualifying items per transaction. Not valid in a combo. Excludes honey butter chicken biscuit.
Boswell Media Sports.
Wendy's post-game coming away from the Joe F. Shepard Gym in Madden. We've got senior night festivities, senior cheerleaders, senior girls and boys basketball players being recognized here on the floor between the girls and the boys game. The girls victorious over Winston tonight, 75-27. And Parks Chandler and Ramsey Beth Johnston and Kaylee Wooten and Lainey Turner all being honored. I think a couple of times I called Parks Chandler Parks, and I'll issue my apology for that. I've gotten that mixed up more than once. Parks Chandler and senior started tonight's ball game. We'll turn the mic up, let you hear the rest of senior night festivities here.
Alex
Seniors being honored tonight on the floor of the Joe F. Shepherd Gymnasium. Senior cheerleaders, senior girls and boys basketball players, and the near capacity crowd here rises to their feet to cheer for them, respect them, for all that they mean to the Leake Academy family. Wendy's postgame going on here after the Leake Academy girls grab a 75-27 win over Winston to improve to 25-2 and 8-0 in district play. It was 25-11 at the end of the first quarter, but it was really the second quarter that proved to be the undoing for Winston as the Rebels outscore the Lady Patriots 25-5 in the second quarter. They led it 50-16 at the half, and then we were in a running clock situation the rest of the way as the Rebels go on to the 48-point win, their second win over Winston. They won the meeting over there back on January 4, by a final of 69-29. They won by 40 over in Louisville, and they win it here by 48. Totaling the scores up for everybody. Winston in the losing effort was led by 10 points from Haley Bradford and 7 points from Betsy Carson Hatcher. Maddie Lee finished the night with 3, as did Ann Carter Perkins, and then 2 for Ella Brown. So Haley Bradford leading the offensive output for the Patriots in the loss to Leake. Everybody played in the ball game for LA. Scoring went down like this: 19 for Miriam Prince. She had 11 in the first quarter and 6 more in the second. Scored 1 basket in her brief couple of minutes in the third quarter to finish the night with 19 points. The only other Leake player in double figures is Marley Myers. I have her with 10. She scored 8 of those in some mop-up duty in the fourth quarter, but she also had a basket in the second quarter of tonight's game. Freshman Marley Myers with 10 right behind her. 9 from Grace Maxey. She hit 3 junction threes for 9 points. 8 off the bench for Natalie Vaughn. She hit a pair of junction threes and went 2 for 2 at the free throw line for 8. 3 players with 6 points. Lainey Turner, senior, started tonight, and she hit a pair of junction threes early in the ball game to finish with 6. Emery Warren hit a pair of second quarter threes for 6 points. Katie Jones had 6 off 3 made shots from the field. So Turner, Warren, and Jones finishing the night with 6. 3 points for Morgan Freeney. I erroneously said at halftime she had not scored, but she had a 3 in the first quarter, but left the game in the second quarter with an apparent shoulder injury. She was out on the court with her brother Jackson being honored in senior night, and she did have that right arm in a sling to monitor as we get the last week of the regular season coming up next week, and I'll tell you more about that in just a minute. But Morgan Freeney scores 3, hitting a junction 3 in the first quarter. And then 2 points for Alan K. Wilcox. She was 2 for 2 at the free throw line, and 2 points for Miley Billy. So the scoring again breaking down like this: Prince leading the way with 19, Myers with 10, Maxey with 9, 8 for Vaughn, 6 apiece for Turner, Jones, and Warren, 3 points for Freeney, and 2 points for Billy and Wilcox. Everybody else, as I said, saw action in the game. Parks Chandler, Maggie Stevens, McKinley Peoples, Olivia Rudolph, Abigail Graham, Kaylee Wooten, Ramsey Beth Johnston, Rayleigh Atkinson, Ella Bell, and Allison Thompson for victorious Leake Academy. We want to take just a second before we get to another break, and want to tell you about something maybe you didn't expect to hear tonight, but it's certainly worth bragging about. Today, the MAIS overall spelling bee was held, and there was a 7th grader from Leake Academy who won 2nd place overall, and that's Macy Stuckey. So congratulations to 7th grader Macy Stuckey from Leake Academy, winning 2nd place in the MAIS overall spelling bee today, representing LA so well. The boys are out there warming up. And we'll take another break. When we come back, we'll get you set for your Baptist Medical League starting lineups and more. So we've got boys basketball ahead from Madden, so don't go anywhere as Wendy's postgame continues here on Boswell Media Sports.
Bowers Furniture in downtown Philadelphia can make your kitchen dreams come true in 2021. Smart refrigerators, dishwashers, ranges, and microwaves make cooking easier and more fun than ever. GE makes large washer tubs and high RPM spinouts, so doing laundry with a new GE pair is faster than ever. Whether it's your kitchen or laundry room, Bowers Furniture and GE are your one-stop shop for all your appliance needs. Bowers Furniture, 319 Bird Avenue in downtown Philadelphia, serving you since 1953.
When it comes to the health and well-being of your four-legged family members, you need to trust veterinary experience that you'll find with Dr. Ryan Anderson and Dr. Steve Green at Central Mississippi Animal Clinic. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic is a full-service animal hospital that specializes in both routine and emergency procedures such as medical, surgical, dental, and grooming. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic conveniently located at 900 Highway 35 South in Carthage.
Visit them online at centralmississippianimalclinic.com.
South Group Cox Agency has the best lines of coverage for your home, business, and auto, also leading the way in protecting the very essence of who you are. This time of year, identity theft is on the rise. More than 8 million households will be hit in some way this season. South Group Cox Agency prevents hackers from destroying your life with credit monitoring and data protection, even expense reimbursement to cover costs incurred while reclaiming your identity. Get peace of mind now with South Group Cox Agency, Main Street, Carthage.
You bought lumber and you're ready to start digging post holes for that new fence, but not so fast. Do you know where your underground utilities are located? Central Electric Power Association urges you to call 811 for a free marking of underground electric lines and other utilities. Making the call before you dig can prevent a serious or fatal injury, plus it's the law in Mississippi.
Welcome back to the Joe F. Shepherd Gym. Time for the Baptist Medical League starting lineups. Leake Academy 10-10, 3-4 in district, taking on Winston. These two teams played a tight 46-41 ball game back on January 4 in Louisville. And the Rebels were victorious. That little fourth quarter comeback. And it looks like got your starting lineups. Looks like Bryson Wright starting. He's wearing a different number than he did the other night, 0. Sakatra Miller starting in the ball game, along with J.R. Coleman, Jack Wooten, and Brantley Wright. So Sakatra Miller, Jack Wooten, Brantley Wright, J.R. Coleman, Bryson Wright, starting 5 for Coach Beal's Winston Academy Patriots. Now the Baptist Medical League starting lineups for your Leake Academy Rebels in home gray. Of course, you have to have a little bit of the dramatic music first. Nothing wrong with that. Now we'll get them all introduced. Under Coach Phil Shepherd, who got his 800th win in that January 4 46-41 ball game. Starting at point will be sophomore 5'7", Jake Freeney. And Charlie Brantley, the sophomore, getting the start in tonight's game. And then Whit Welch, the 6'tall junior. Aiden Watkins at 6'2", a junior. And Gavin White, senior, at 6'1". So it'll be Freeney at 5'7", Brantley at 6 tall, Welch at 6 tall, Watkins at 6'2", and Gavin White at 6'1" for 10-10 Leake Academy. The Winston Patriots looking sharp in navy blue. White, red stripes down the side, white numerals, white lettering, Winston across the front, everything trimmed in red. And, of course, the Rebels in home gray. Navy numerals trimmed in red. Ready to get it started. Brantley Wright in the jump circle for Winston, and Aiden Watkins up there for L.A. Hope you're ready for boys basketball in the Joe F. Shepherd Gym. Ball's tipped off, and Gavin White's going to control it for L.A. He'll hand it left side to Freeney. come around, picked up by Coleman. Man pressure from Winston. Go to Brantley, right side. He'll come in, free throw line extended. Go to Jackson. Go to Freeney, whose three is a little too deep from the left side. Rebound picked up off the floor by Brantley, right. And here comes Winston. Empty trip for the Rebels. Coleman off a screen out high, double dribbles. Freeney came out and challenged him, nearly took it, and securing the ball, Coleman grabbed hold of it, but put it down on the floor one more time. Turnover, 30 seconds in. We'll give it to Leake. Jake Freeney comes right side to Welch for three. He knew he had it. Junction three for Welch. He started already heading down court. Felt it coming off the hand, and it's 3-0 Rebels. Coleman on the point, picked up at midcourt by Freeney at the LA logo. He'll come left side to Bryson Wright. Out of Brantley, Wright at the head of the circle. He waits for Coleman to come around, hands it back to him. Run a little weave, long three. Wright misses, Bryson Wright. And then a pass ahead from Watkins to White, but he can't finish, a little too strong at the other end. And here comes Winston after Bryson Wright gets the rebound, gives it to Miller. Try to go down to Brantley Wright, and he wasn't ready for it. Ball knocked away. Good defense there by Aiden Watkins. 3-0 Rebels. We're a minute and a half deep into the ball game. Jackson Freeney uses a screen from White. Now stops. Finds between the circles. Whit Welch uses a screen. Fires a three off the right side of the rim. But there with the offensive board is White. And his putback is swatted away by Bryson Wright. Ball will stay with LA on the end line. Left of the basket. Freeney puts the team in motion. Looking, has somebody open right side, didn't see it, but goes inside to Watkins, in amongst the trees. And he goes straight up and puts it in from the left side. 5-0 LA. First quarter, tonight's game presented by Performance Therapy. J.R. Coleman with Freeney on him. Bounces down, 8 feet away, double team. Now they kick it out. Bryson Wright, his three comes high off the rim and hits the cable that pulls the rim up, and pulls the backboard up, and that's a out of bounds situation there. So it'll go to LA. Team rebound, leading 5-0. High screen, Freeney left side, comes behind the arc now to Brantley from the corner, dribbles twice, sends it to Welch, who probes, steps in, now steps back. And they go right side, put up a tough shot that goes off the rim, and it's controlled by Jack Wooten for the Patriots. Now to Coleman. Coleman finds a little room in the lane, drives, gets fouled, scores the bucket. He'll get to the line. Good job by Coleman to spot the open seam there. Charlie Brantley commits the foul, his first, team's first. And one opportunity missed by Brantley. Rebound be tipped around, and Gavin White will grab it, and then quickly the hands of Coleman come in, and it's a held ball. No, they're going to call a foul. Call a foul on J.R. Coleman, his first, team's first. So LA will have it, leading 5-2. 5:22, clock ticking down, first quarter. Rebels work against man pressure. Freeney at the free throw line, goes outside to Welch. He comes inside the arc, goes to Freeney, right corner, dribbles twice, three on the way, horseshoes out, rebound Brantley Wright, hands it to Bryson Wright, and now to Coleman. Good open look, nearly went down for Jake Freeney. Coleman goes to Bryson Wright, who's working on White. Now they go baseline, turning. Stepping through the double team is Brantley Wright. He can't get his shot to go, but Wooten chases down the rebound. Feeds Wright, who goes up, will draw a hit on the arm. I think it's going to be on Watkins. It's going to be on Welch. Welch is first. No, it is going to be, correction. Yeah, it is going to be Welch. Free throw up a little too deep there for Brantley Wright. Tall youngster. His right knee wrapped up with a brace. Second free throw is good. 5-3, LA up by 2. Freeney will pull up now come left side to Charlie Brantley. Come curl around, right hand dribble, right corner three. Wet Welch wants it. Wet Welch has it right where he made the other one. Second junction three. Rebel Three is presented by your friends at Prince Oil. 7 locations statewide of the Junction. Stop in, fuel up, get some great food. Put some Junction in your next function. Coleman can't get the pass from Bryson Wright on the right side. They tried to bounce it down to him in the blocks. 8-3, Rebels lead. They have possession of the ball. 4 minutes to play first quarter. First quarter presented by Performance Therapy, and Jake Freeney on the dribble comes to Aiden Watkins behind the arc. A little give and go from White to Watkins with a finish on the drive right side, and they get the point to each other. 10-3, good looking set there by the Rebels. Coleman met at midcourt by Freeney, uses a high screen to get free. Now they get it to Wooten. He wants to drive on Welch, and Welch comes around from the back and pokes the ball away into the cheerleaders out of bounds. 3:33 to go in the first quarter. Been a lot of good action so far. And there with a steal off an entry pass is Aiden Watkins. He gets it to Welch. Comes to Brantley right side. Miller picks him up quickly and a throw across. Knocked around, ping pong around, but taken by Welch. To Brantley. He's going to drive. Mid-range two, no good. Rebound Brantley right. Goes to Coleman. Coleman wants to drive to the rack. Goes in amongst 3 Rebels. Leaves it off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound Gavin White. They head to Aiden Watkins from Freeney. He's going to go through 2 defenders. Trying to lay it in. Contact, but no foul. He gets the offensive board, and now there's a foul call. Wooten fouled him. His first, team second. Aiden Watkins with 4 points goes to the free throw line. First one off the front of the rim, no good. Second free throw, gets that one for 5 points, and Rebels lead 11-3. Winston on the dribble. Angling left comes Coleman. Goes to Sakatra Miller down the right side of the lane, and there's a reach in. Oh, they'll count that one. That foul was committed way before the shot, but they're going to give him the shot. My goodness. Score the 2 from Miller, and the foul goes on Whit Welch. He's committed 2 in the ball game now. Sakatra Miller looking for the 3-point play. Doesn't get it. Rebound Watkins for Leake. 11-5. Freeney quickly right side. Sit outside to Welch. Welch going to drive. Loses control of the basketball. It comes loose. Bodies to the floor. And then a held ball as Brantley Wright and Whit Welch ended up tied up with Welch on top of him. Samuel Prince checks in for Charlie Brantley. 2:27 to go, first quarter. First quarter presented by Performance Therapy. Patriots walk it up slowly. Coleman now kicks it into a higher gear, comes left, tries to bounce over right side, and it just gets out of the control of Jack Wooten. Out of bounds, turns it over to the Rebels. Coach Beals not happy with that. Watkins underneath, drives, gets fouled, left of the basket, shot bounces around the rim and goes in. Brantley Wright guilty of the foul. Watkins has had a nice first quarter, making shots in the paint. So count the basket, it's 13-5. Clock stops with 2:09 to play first quarter, and third free throw of the night left short. Wooten rebounds for Winston. Into the hands of Coleman, the point guard. He goes corner to Bryson Wright. He comes in, cut off nicely by Watkins. Kick it back out. He'll try a long three off the front of the rim, no good. And a held ball. Nice job by Samuel Prince to get one hand in on Sakatra Miller, who was struggling around his knees to control the rebound, and it's a held ball. It'll go over to L.A. Under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter, 13-5. Freeney off a screen from White. Goes left now. Down in the blocks to Watkins. Why not go for it? Double team comes. His put up from the left side too strong. Out of there with it is Coleman, and they got a 3-on-2 here. He bounces and taking it. Freeney gets shoved out of there by Wooten. Watkins didn't like it, and Wooten had a lot to say, and he gets teed up. And the officials don't want anything else. So there was a foul called on Wooten, and then a technical. So we're going to walk down to the other end for free throws. Wooten's second personal. Lost his temper then. They hadn't put it up on the board yet, but Jake Freeney is going to walk down there and shoot free throws. His first one off the mark. Gets another technical. Yeah, 3 now because you count the technical as a personal. And Freeney's 1 out of 2, makes the second. Makes it 14-5 with a minute 32 to go. The Rebels will have possession of the basketball at the timeline. White inbounds to Freeney. Coming left. Probe steps back, gets it to Prince. Prince going to drive on Miller. Now passes nicely, finds a wide open Gavin White on the right side, and he finishes. 2 for Gavin White and the assist for Samuel Prince. Well done, 16-5. Rebels up double digits first quarter. Playing well at home, especially on the defensive end. Bryson Wright from 3. He didn't think he made it, but he did. He had 14 off the bench in the January 4 meeting. Gets his first points there for 3. White, 10 feet away from the basket. Back to the basket, sends it to Freeney. Now to Welch out high. Welch finds Prince. Good look. Lets the defender sail past, but he can't finish. But comes out of there, out of the paint with a rebound. Looking for somewhere to go with the ball. 40 seconds to play in the quarter. Freeney comes to the left baseline. Now back out high. Goes to Welch. Welch on the right-hand dribble. Uses a Prince screen. Comes right side. Going to do a fall away from 12 feet. And boy, the right side is Whit Welch's side tonight. 8 for him. And it's 18-8. Under 20 seconds to play first quarter. Coach Beals tells his team to pay attention to the clock. They need a shot under 10. It's going to be Bryson Wright with a tough fall-away shot on the other side. Offside rebound, LA's Aiden Watkins. 2-1, and they won't get a shot off. But a successful first quarter for the Leake Academy boys. They lead it 18-8, back in 60 on Boswell Media Sports.
Time to take your shot. With the increase in COVID-19 cases due to the Delta variant, it is now more important than ever to get vaccinated. The faster we do, the sooner we can end the pandemic and return to a more normal way of life. To schedule your vaccination appointment, call Baptist Primary Care Clinic 601-267-1470 and select option 5 to make your appointment today. Baptist Leake, making your health care our #1 priority.
South Group Cox Agency has the best lines of coverage for your home, business, and auto, also leading the way in protecting the very essence of who you are. This time of year, identity theft is on the rise. More than 8 million households will be hit in some way this season. South Group Cox Agency prevents hackers from destroying your life with credit monitoring and data protection, even expense reimbursement to cover costs incurred while reclaiming your identity. Get peace of mind now with South Group Cox Agency, Main Street, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Philip Palmertree back with you at the Joe F. Shepherd Gym. Got John Alden Crosby on the action camera and Billy Steen engineering things in the studio. Glad to have you with us. Boys basketball. Leake Academy leads 18-8 at the end of the first quarter. Rebel basketball to start the second. Freeney dribble left side, take a 3, uncontested, and it scoots off the rim, goes up high, and goes straight down. Junction 3. Just not a pretty one for Jake Freeney, but guess what? Counts the same. 21-8. Winston on the offensive half court. Trying to look down low. Miller, 3, top of the key, halfway down, comes out. Watkins skies for the rebound against the taller Wright. Go to Prince, left side, he stopped, fakes, drives, gets rejected by Donnie Chun, who's seeing his first action now. Good idea, but good reaction by Chun for the block. Leake maintained possession, leading by 13. Freeney nearly lost it on a 5 count. They come out deep wide left to Welch. Right side, Prince, who steps behind the arc, throws up a quick release 3. Too long, run down on the baseline by Coleman for Winston. His pass up ahead, slapped away stolen by Aiden Watkins. Gets it to Gavin White. Gavin's going to try a contested 3 off the right side of the rim. Chun goes up high for the rebound, but gets a push from Samuel Prince. First on Samuel, team's 4th. Winston has Chun, Brantley Wright, Bryson Wright, Sakatra Miller, and Coleman on the floor. Coleman working on Freeney, down to Chun, who's double teamed. Right side, puts up shot too strong. And a foul in the battle for the rebound. I think they're going to put it on Watkins. Nope. It's going to be on White. That's Gavin's first, team's 5th. There were 2 or 3 Rebels down there battling for the rebound. Gavin White didn't like the call. Into Brantley Wright, left corner, to Coleman. Now Wright down to Wright, and a nice put in for 2 from Brantley Wright, who's got 3 points. 21-10. Freeney between the leg dribble, blows past Coleman, right side. His runner won't go, but offensive rebound, offside Watkins, and he gets fouled trying to stick it back. First foul on Sakatra Miller in team's 6th. Will be free throws for Aiden Watkins, who is 1 out of 3 tonight. 6:24 on the clock. Second quarter. Straight down, nothing but net for Watkins on the first free throw. He's got 8 points now. Now 9. 23-10, Rebels lead 26-23 and clock ticking. Winston and Navy up middle of the floor. Coleman, high screen, comes left. Now kick to Bryson Wright, going to fake the 3. Go to Chun, inside, now outside to Miller. Miller's 3 way too long, and offensive rebound goes off the hand and then the knees of Brantley Wright, out of bounds. Leake's basketball team rebound there. Rebels up 13 with possession of the ball. Long 3, too long for Freeney. Rebound Chun. Patriots come up the right side. Sakatra Miller's got a lane, goes up over Gavin White, but can't finish. And then foul, hard foul. Chun going up over Gavin White with the push. Go down the other end. First foul on Chun. Team 7th will walk down to the other end. It's bonus time now for LA. Gavin has 2 points, hasn't been to the line yet. But he'll shoot a 1+1 here. Earns the bonus as he's perfect on the first free throw. .5:45 to play before halftime. Second one off the back of the rim, side rim, and good. Rebels have expanded the lead out to 15. Coleman picked up in the backcourt by Freeney. Getting shadowed, comes right side, uses a Chun screen. Nothing inside, and his pass out to Chun gets away over the midcourt line, and then Gavin White in the lane shuffled his feet as he waited for Chun to pass by on the block attempt. Jonas Sims checks into the game for Winston to replace Donnie Chun. 25-10. Coleman harassed at midcourt. Hands it to Bryson Wright. He'll fire deep three that is straight down and good. 6 for Bryson Wright, 25-13. Freeney left side. Double team comes out high to Gavin White. Right side Welch. He bluffs the three. Takes 2 little jab step. Now he'll move to the left. Fire three off the left side. Run down by Aiden Watkins. Second chance for LA. Driving baseline. Out to Prince. He mishandles the pass but retrieves it in the deep right corner. Goes left side to Welch. And the Rebels retain possession. Welch on the dribble. Miller bothering him. He steps past him. Goes up. Puts up a tough mid-range jumper. No good, but Prince tips it out to Watkins. Now over to Freeney for a three left side. Missed. Offensive board. Put back foul. Gavin White will get to the line. Miller commits his second. Team's 8th. Gavin White back to the line. 4 points. Just scored 2 off the free throw line, and he nestles that one in good. Donnie Chun back into the game for Brantley Wright for Winston. 4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Second free throw, soft touch, good by the big man. Timeout called by Winston with 4.5 minutes to go. Rebels up 27-13. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on Boswell Media Sports.
You bought lumber and you're ready to start digging post holes for that new fence, but not so fast. Do you know where your underground utilities are located? Central Electric Power Association urges you to call 811 for a free marking of underground electric lines and other utilities. Making the call before you dig can prevent a serious or fatal injury, plus it's the law in Mississippi. And please work safely around power lines. Central Electric Power Association, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Boswell Media Sports.
Never have to wonder what Coach Beals of Winston is thinking and what he's telling his team. Everybody in the gym can hear it. He is as loud and demonstrative as any coach you will ever see. He is intense, and he was really letting his Patriots have it coming out of that timeout. Leake Academy 27, Winston Academy 13. 4.5 minutes to play before halftime. Leake will put some full court pressure in. Inbounded to Coleman. Get the pass back from Wright. Coleman going right side to Jack Wooten. Jack drives down the right side of the lane. His pass out high, picked off by Samuel Prince. Rebels have numbers coming the other way, but Prince will step back behind the arc. Pass up the shot, go to Freeney in the corner to Welch. He'll fire, left corner three, way short. Prince saves it, puts it up, won't go. Offside rebound, Wooten for Winston. And then foul called on Wooten for a clear out. Yeah, they say he used the arm to clear out. He's got 4 here in the first half. Wooten playing with a lot of physicality, but in fact too much physicality. Inbound to Prince, left side, his 6-footer won't go off. The offside rebound, put back good on the second chance by Aiden Watkins. He's in double figures now with 11. The Rebels lead it by 16. Trying to do some fancy dribbling there is Coleman. He comes down the right side of the lane, loses control of the ball, and the near official says it was last touched by Coleman. He shook Freeney, but good job with help side defense there by Gavin White. LA led 18-8 at the end of the first quarter. Now they lead it 29-13. Steal at midcourt. Sakatra Miller against Freeney, and Freeney reaches in. First personal on Jake Freeney's 6th team foul. So it'll be an inbound situation for Winston. They'll line everybody up on the right lane line. Come out high to Miller. He'll dribble right side. Welch comes out on him. Tries to pick the pocket. Ball goes to Bryson Wright, cut off by Prince. He'll try to fire it down to Chun, who was cutting down the lane. It went off his hand, off the hand of Jonah Sims, and out of bounds. Rebels get it back, leading by 16. Freeney walks it up, moves around to Gavin White screen. Left corner, Prince. Up to Gavin White, launches a quick catch and shoot three off the right side of the rim. Offensive board, block on the putback. Gavin White's shot was blocked by Jonah Sims, out of bounds. LA will keep possession. 2:55 to play in the half. Freeney will look, gets it out to Prince under some pressure by Coleman. Now out deep wide right to Welch. He'll creep toward the three-point line, right side, probe, step back, use up his dribble, gets it to Freeney between the circles. He'll angle a dribble left side, keep the right-hand dribble, come out high, working on Miller. Drives, left side, Sims sends it away on the drive to the rack. Another block by the Patriots. Inbound to Welch. Out 5 feet behind the three-point line left side. Goes baseline to Watkins. Turn around. Tough shot from 12 feet away, and they'll get Gavin White coming over the back on the rebound attempt. 2 personals on White. That's the team's 7th foul. So we'll come down to the other end, and believe it will be Chun shooting the 1+1. Donnie Chun has not scored tonight. Comes to the free throw line for his first attempts. First one off the back of the rim, no good, but Bryson Wright controls the rebound. Can't score it from 5 feet away. Offside rebound, Sims. His shot won't fall, and the rebound to White. Up ahead, LA's Jake Freeney, hard to the rack. Can't score it, but he'll get to shoot a pair of free throws. And J.R. Coleman, Coach Beal, complains we worked on that. And that's not how he drew it up to work. Freeney sends down the first free throw good for his 4th point in the game. Welch will come out. Charlie Brantley takes his place. Second free throw, front of the rim, and then over and good for Freeney. 6 for him. 31-13, 2 minutes to play in the half. Coleman. Little handoff from the left elbow, drive, score it. Freeney commits the foul. Good, quick little give and go from the high screener there. And Coleman gets his 2nd bucket of the night. And for the 2nd time, he'll get a chance to complete a 3-point play. Misses that one as well, and Gavin White clears the rebound for the Rebels. Pass to Freeney, left corner, Prince. Prince dribbles around, left open for 3. A little too deep. Jonah Sims goes up high to climb up for the rebound. And his pass over to Coleman was tipped away by Aiden Watkins. Rebels 31, Patriots 15. Stay with us for the Byers Furniture halftime. Coleman in the corner to Miller, closed out by Brantley. Pass inside, knocked away by Gavin White, right out to Miller. He'll curl around, go down the right side, go to the rack, put it up, bounces all around, no good. Chun high for the rebound, loses control, taken by Coleman. He reverses nicely to the right side, runner missed by Miller. Gavin White with a rebound, and Sims got a little aggressive trying to strip it away from him. Saddle that one on Jonah Sims, his first. Team's 10th, so double bonus now for LA for the final minute and change of this first half. Evans, 4 for 4, now 4 for 5. But that one just a little bit fat and off to the right. Second one, nothing wrong with that one. He's made 5 out of 6 at the line. It's 32-17. 67 seconds to play in the half. Miller on the dribble, guarded by Brantley, deep wide right. Keeps the dribble, hands it to Bryson Wright. The Chun behind the arc, now left side to Coleman. Coleman off a Sims screen. Top of the key, backs it out, gives it to Bryson Wright. He's going to curl around on a screen, put up a mid-range jumper. It's off the heel of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out to Freeney. They've got numbers out there. Freeney's going to get out ahead of everybody and lay it in with a left hand. 34-15. 25 seconds and the clock ticks toward halftime. A couple of high screeners out for Miller. Left corner to right. Now Sims going to drive on Watkins, and I think they're going to get Watkins for a reach in. If so, that's his first personal. Yep, it is on Aiden Watkins. Jonas Sims will shoot a 1+1, leave it too deep. Offensive rebound there by Wright. He'll turn around, trying to shoot it from 15 feet out, no good. Going up high is Watkins for the rebound. Gets it to Freeney, who gets shoved by Coleman, no call. Quick shot at the buzzer in front of the line. Little off to the left by Charlie Brantley. But a good first half for the Rebels. They lead Winston 34-15 at halftime. They held them to 8 in the first quarter and 7 in the second quarter. Rebels with a nice lead, 34-15. We'll take a break, and then we'll come back with Byers Furniture halftime after this on Boswell Media Sports.
South Group Cox Agency has the best lines of coverage for your home, business, and auto, also leading the way in protecting the very essence of who you are. This time of year, identity theft is on the rise. More than 8 million households will be hit in some way this season. South Group Cox Agency prevents hackers from destroying your life with credit monitoring and data protection, even expense reimbursement to cover costs incurred while reclaiming your identity. Get peace of mind now with South Group Cox Agency, Main Street, Carthage.
State championship number 21.
Junction and Prince Oil, the fuel of champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel up with those who share your passion for community and Leake Academy Rebel basketball.
Nothing but net, Junction 3.
For over 60 years, Junction and Prince Oil has been fueling Central Mississippi and champions like the Leake Academy Rebels. Drive like a champion with locations in Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Newton, Scuba, Ridgeland, Louisville, and Union. Put some Junction in your next function with their catering too.
Nothing but net, Junction 3.
Junction and Prince Oil, the fuel of champions.
You bought lumber.
Leake Academy cheerleaders entertaining the crowd here. Give you, those of you watching on video, an opportunity to appreciate their work here as we're at halftime. Boys game, Leake Academy leading Winston 34-15. Philip Palmertree with you here at halftime. Presented by Byers Furniture. LA leading 34-13. They led 18-8 at the end of the first quarter. And they have played some tremendous defense, have rebounded really well, gotten a lot of second chance opportunities as well. We'll take a look at the offensive side of the ledger for both ball clubs. 6 points for Bryson Wright to lead Winston off a pair of made threes. 4 for J.R. Coleman, 3 for Brantley Wright, and 2 for Sakatra Miller. Patriots have not done well at the free throw line. They've made just 1 out of, I'm counting it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just 1 out of 7 free throws in the first half. And that'll make any coach have an upset stomach. Certainly Coach Beal's not happy with that, along with a lot of other things in this first half. Leake scoring, just 4 players have registered the 34 points, led by Aiden Watkins, who has 7. He's made 4 shots from the floor and 3 out of 4 from the free throw line for his 11 points. Jake Freeney has 8. He's made a junction 3, a 2, and 3 out of 4 at the free throw line. 8 also for Whit Welch off a 2 and a pair of junction 3s. And then 7 for Gavin White. He's made 1 shot from the floor and then gone 6 out of 7 points, gone 5 out of 6 from the free throw line for 7 points. Samuel Prince, Charlie Brantley have also played in the first half, but they have not scored. Take a look back, turn the page back for a minute in the score sheet to recap the girls' game. And the girls improved to 8-0 in District 2 play, 25-2 overall, as they coasted to a 75-27 senior night victory against the Winston Lady Patriots. Miriam Prince with 19, 17 of those points in the first half, 10 for Marley Myers, and 9 for Grace Maxey to lead the way for victorious Leake. They led 50-16 at the break, and they had no trouble putting away Winston for the second time this year. Take a look at the schedule now. The Rebels are wrapping up the regular season. This is the final regular season home game. It may not be the last home game of the year. We've got a lot of basketball to play before we know that, because it is very possible that Leake could be hosting a first-round overall tournament game. You'd certainly think the girls would have a good shot at being in that kind of position, but you got to win a lot of postseason basketball games to get to that, so there's no reason in planning for that. But if you were planning for that, that would be somewhere around February 21st or 22nd. So just file that away in the back of your mind about 1 month from now. A couple district games left. Road games next week at Simpson on the 25th. No broadcast for that one, but that'll be an important one, especially for the girls. But they handled Simpson here in Madden pretty easily earlier in the year. And then, as I understand it, the January 28th date that was originally scheduled at Hillcrest has been adjusted to make up the district games that were missed at Lamar a week ago tonight. So, as was explained to me by Coach Ray, we'll be at Lamar next Friday night, and there will be an audio-only broadcast from Boswell Media Sports for that one. So next Rebel broadcast next Friday night, 6 o'clock for girls, 7 for boys. Here we go. We start the second half in a quick steal of the inbound. Welch can't finish. It was a little too strong going to the rim. Ball knocked out of bounds, but it was last touched by the Patriots. 34-15. Start the third quarter. Third quarter presented by Piggly Wiggly of Carthage. Freeney bounces one in. Quick release. 2 on the cut from Samuel Prince. Good looking play. Quick basket off the inbound. First 2 for Samuel. Rebels up 21. Coleman comes off left side. Leveled off by Freeney. Stops the dribble. Comes to Chun on the right side. His fall away 10-footer no good. Rebound tip controlled by Aiden Watkins. Up ahead to Welch, and he's got Prince out ahead of everybody, but then Miller pokes it away. Prince tries to hook it back in, but it goes off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound Bryson Wright for the Patriots. He sends it to Miller, deep wide left. Right-hand dribble, right side, goes to the rim and nestles it in. 36-17, Freeney right side. Now comes left. 3, ball rattles in, junction 3 for Jake Freeney, his second of the night. Puts him in double figures with 11. 39-17, Rebels rattling in some junction 3s tonight. Miller at the free throw line, hands it back behind the arc to Bryson Wright. He'll step inside the three-point line. Now they give it to Miller for a free throw line jumper way off the right side. Rebound White. Now ball is stolen momentarily from Whit Welch, but then Coleman walks with a basketball and he can't keep it in control. Turnover will give it to the Rebels. We'll come up the full length of the floor, leading by 22. Freeney around a white screen, left corner. Prince uses a Freeney screen. Drives it up high, inside out. Welch, his three on right side. No good, but rebound Watkins, and then he walks with a basketball trying to back in on Chun. 2 minutes into the first quarter. Leake 39, Winston 17. Coleman walks it up across the LA logo. Right side to Miller. Now Chun in the lane, falls away. No good. Offside rebound. Watkins ahead to Welch, who's running out. Went up strong, and then Miller coming from behind swats it away into the student section. Boy, this closing speed of Sakatra Miller. Folks kind of gave a whoa and a wow to that one. Leake will keep the basketball. Into Prince. Tipped away from him, but saved by Watkins. He can't get a left-hand scoop shot to go, and then it's off his leg out of bounds. So we'll play it the other way. Winston in Navy, up the full length of the court. 39-17. Rebels are in control. And they have played, particularly offensively, a whole lot better than they did in Louisville. Steal by Welch, ahead to Freeney, but he's walked with a basketball. He got sped up there. That pass was a little bit hot off the hands of Welch, and he got pinned under the basket and then put his tiptoes on the end line out of bounds. The Rebels lose a fast break opportunity there. Bryson Wright, left side to Brantley Wright. Now to Sakatra Miller for a long two, and he sends it down. 6 for Miller. Leake lead narrowed to 20. With Welch on the right side, uses a white screen, fires from 3, off the left side. Coleman rebounds. He'll let everybody pass. Comes in, leaves it behind for Bryson Wright. About 5 feet behind the three-point line. Now right side Miller. Miller wants to shoot another mid-range jumper, and it's good. That one from 10 feet away. Sakatra Miller heating up. Timeout called. Will take it with him. Be back in 30 seconds. Leake up 18.
Sometimes life gets a little rough, and when it does, performance therapy is focused on highly individualized care. Owner Dan Young says no two people respond the same way to any form of treatment or intervention. No injury is the same, and no single treatment works across the board. Their therapists help people regain their physical function and mobility. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, stroke, orthopedic surgery, or you're suffering from chronic neck or back pain, they can help. Performance therapy. Philadelphia, Carthage, Canton, Brandon.
Coming back out of the short timeout, Rebels lead 39-21, third quarter presented by Piggly Wiggly of Carthage. Rebel basketball at midcourt. Freeney comes into the front court off a white screen to Prince, left corner. Comes around high on the dribble. Will take it from the top of the key, off left side. Again, offensive board by Gavin White, who gathers himself and puts it in. 9 for Gavin. And another timeout. We'll keep it here on this one. This one also a 30-second timeout. And I'll tell you, the officials have been, no 30-second timeout has been 30 seconds. No 60 timeout has been 60 seconds. That's just how it goes sometimes. The refs sometimes in a hurry to get home. But we've got 4 minutes and 1 second to play. And it's 41-21. LA led it 34 to 15 at the intermission. And they're looking to make a 2-game sweep in district play over Winston. Rebels won on this floor Tuesday night against East Rankin. Got beat by 26 points last night to an excellent Park Place team. It's It's good to see them bounce back. They played with a lot of energy and good work in the paint by Watkins and White. Free throw line jumper off the right side, missed by Miller. Offensive board by Wright, and Whit Welch pokes it away from him out of bounds. It'll stay with Winston. Bryson Wright wants to put it in play, sends it out to Brantley Wright. And he hands it back to him. Prince out on him behind the arc. Nearly poked it away. Comes around left side. Put up a long two. Prince was going for the block and ends up hitting him on the arm. 2 shots coming up for Bryson Wright. 2 fouls on Samuel Prince. Bryson Wright has 6 points off a pair of threes. He has not been to the free throw line before now. He's got a good looking first attempt. It's good. Clock shows 3:33 to play third quarter. Third quarter presented by Piggly Wiggly of Carthage. Missed the second. Another rebound for Gavin White. He's been collecting rebounds like I used to collect baseball cards. Freeney, long two in front of the line, rattles down and good. Freeney's got 13 in this game. He is right now your leading scorer. Rebels 43, Patriots 22. Under 3 to play, third quarter. Free throw line, back to the basket. All knocked away. Welch slapping it around, controls it, sends it out to Freeney. Nice touch pass on the cut to the basket to Prince, and the crowd loves it. Second bucket for Samuel Prince, and the Rebels playing great defense and turning it into points. 45-22. Miller out to Wright, over to Bryson Wright, who rattles in a long three. Quick release, turnaround, third three for Bryson Wright. He's in double figures with 10. Rebels lead back at 20. Welch fakes a three, drives, leaves it over to Watkins, who sends it a little too hard across the court on a skip pass. Freeney never stood a chance to get that one. That went hard into the bench in front of Jackson Freeney. Rebels 45, Patriots 25, final 2:14 of the third quarter. Miller with Welch on him and man pressure. Left corner. Now Brantley Wright wants the three, puts it up short. Whit Welch cleans the glass. And Donnie Chun sticks his hand in there, knocks it away. Rebels come up, left side quickly, Freeney, now leveled off by Miller. On the left side, comes up high, goes right side, Welch. Welch with Bryson Wright on him. Waits for a screen, comes right then left, puts up a long two, short, comes offside, rebound J.R. Coleman. Patriots on the offensive end, Donnie Chun driving on White, gets a whistle. Looks like he'll shoot two. Not a lot of contact there, kind of cheapy. Third on Gavin White. Donnie Chun 0 for 1 at the free throw line tonight. He will dribble it about 5 times and put up a high arcing free throw shot that goes down and good. He's now in the scoring column. Jack Wooten carrying 4 fouls back into the game, replacing Brantley Wright. Chun, after many dribbles, missed to the left side. Gavin White skies for the board. 3, short by Freeney. Rebound Chun. He's going to come out quickly. They're going to try a little fast break here. Goes hard to the rack. Does Chun, leaves it short. Then there's a collision underneath. See who the foul's on. It's going to be on Winston's J.R. Coleman. It is his third. Team's first in the latter stages of the quarter. Jonah Sims checks in for Chun. Charlie Brantley comes in to replace Whit Welch for L.A. Rebels up 19, 45-26, minute 7 to play. Third quarter. Sims uses a white screen to come out to the top. Goes right, now left. Goes to Freeney. Freeney thought about the three, top of the key. Now he needs a teammate open. Finds Brantley left side with a much bigger Bryson Wright on him. Comes around from a screen from White. Now left, cleared up for a three that's off the mark, no good. Miller goes up high to get the rebound for the Patriots. 37 seconds to play in the quarter. Jonas Sims, right blocks, fall away jumper, 10 feet away, no good. Rebound Brantley for LA. And then Coleman knocks the pass to Freeney away, collided with Freeney. They could have called a foul on that, but they choose not to. Rebels can hold it for the final 23 seconds or so of this third quarter, presented by Piggly Wiggly of Carthage. Freeney across the LA logo. His left side, uses up the dribble. Goes to White, down to Watkins for a turnaround from 8 feet away, no good. Gets the rebound, puts it back on the offside underneath, no good. Wooten clears the rebound for Winston. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Bryson Wright puts up an awkward three. That's a little bit short. Rebels lead Winston 45-26 after 3 quarters, back in 60.
Piggly Wiggly in Carthage is cheering on their Leake Rebels. When you don't have time to prepare food, they do. Give them a call and let the bakery and deli fix you up with delicious tailgate trays so you can hit the road with lots of goodies. Piggly Wiggly appreciates their hometown and wishes all players and cheerleaders a safe and successful season. If you can't make the game, Piggly Wiggly in Carthage. Go, Rebels, go!
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his professional team at Carthage Veterinary Clinic appreciate their patients. They treat all animals, large and small, and handle them with top care. Not only do they provide for your sick animals, they groom and board as well. Open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 7:30 to 5:30. Wednesdays and Saturdays, 7:30 till noon. Like them on Facebook. Carthage Veterinary Clinic, Highway 16, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Final 8 minutes of action here at the Joe F. Shepherd Gymnasium. And Leake Academy's boys lead Winston 45-26, looking for their 11th win of the season. Rebel basketball. Prince, Brantley, White, Watkins, and Freeney on the floor. Jake Freeney, that is, and looking for some action on a entry pass down low with Samuel Prince, but he ended up dragging the foot, walks with it. 45-26. Patriots have Coleman, Bryson Wright, Miller, Sims, and Wooten on the floor. Jack Harkins comes into the game, see his first action. He replaces Brantley. Harkins, guard Miller. They come to Miller. Behind the arc, he goes left side to Wooten. Bryson Wright wants to drive, cut off by Prince, puts up a tough 12-footer, no good. Coleman on the offside, sticks it in and gets fouled. Count the 2. Foul committed by Aiden Watkins. He's committed 2 tonight. Coleman has 4 points in tonight's game. Makes the free throw for the and 1, 7 points. 45-29, lead down to 16. Freeney with defense extended out, stolen away. Coleman, middle of the lane, puts it off the square and good. Rebels need to tighten it up here a little bit, lead down to 14. Led by as many as, I believe, 21. Come into Harkins, deep wide left. Out high to Freeney. Quick skip pass over to Samuel Prince. He goes inside, cut off. Quick right side 3. Yes! Junction 3 for Jake Freeney. 3 for him tonight. 48-31. Big answer for the Rebels. Harkins nearly got the steal from Miller on the right side. He comes around, cuts him off on the baseline. Bryson Wright quickly over there, right corner. Comes around the screen. And then a held ball. Good job by Prince to reach in and get the held ball. It'll stay with Winston. Rebels lead it by 27. Pass comes into Miller, working on Harkins in the lane. Turns around, scores it with the right hand. He's got 10 now, 48-33. Good dribbling by Freeney into the front court, finds Watkins in the right block. Triple team comes around him, he steps through, puts it up with a left hand and scores it. Great patience by Aiden Watkins for his 12th and 13th points. Timeout on the floor, 6:05 to play. It's a full timeout back in 60 on Boswell Media Sports.
Piggly Wiggly in Carthage is cheering on their Leake Rebels. When you don't have time to prepare food, they do. Give them a call and let the bakery and deli fix you up with delicious tailgate trays so you can hit the road with lots of goodies. Piggly Wiggly appreciates their hometown and wishes all players and cheerleaders a safe and successful season. If you can't make the game, Piggly Wiggly in Carthage. Go Rebels, go!
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his professional team at Carthage Veterinary Clinic appreciate their patients. They treat all animals, large and small, and handle them with top care. Not only do they provide for your sick, they groom and board as well. Open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 7:30 to 5:30. Wednesdays and Saturdays, 7:30 till noon. Like them on Facebook. Carthage Veterinary Clinic, Highway 16, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
We go under 6 minutes to play in this ball game. 50-33, Rebels lead it. Winston trying to get some action down in the paint, but Jake Freeney gets both hands on the ball, but can't get the steal. Goes into the corner. Winston will keep it. Prince, Freeney, Welch back in the game, along with White and Watkins. And there was a kick ball off the leg of Gavin White on the inbound pass, so we'll reset it, replay it. Wooten triggers it in. High to Miller. Welch picks him up, goes right side, cut off baseline. Tough teardrop shot, no good. Rebound, Aiden Watkins, and then held ball underneath as both Miller and Sims went grabbing for the basketball. Miller's still on his knees. Now he's up. Slow to get up, appears to be okay. Donnie Chun come in to replace Wooten. Rebel basketball. Coach Phil Shepard's squad leads 50-33. Deep wide right. Welch cross court over to Prince. Now back to Welch, left side. Double team, trap comes out on him, passes out of it nicely. Good rotation to the left side. Freeney out high to Prince. Welch open right side, and Prince went into the basket, and they get a little cheapy reach-in foul. Goes on Bryson Wright, his first. Team second. Neither team close to the bonus right now. Final 5 minutes and change. Inbound, pass, three. Rattles off, comes off the left side, saved in by Miller, but right to Watkins. And there's a foul before the shot. Sims saddled with the foul. He's committed two, team's third. Both teams with 3 team fouls. In right corner, Welch. Now left side, Freeney. Three. Yes, he's got it, and he is pumping the fist, feeling it. What a night for Jake Freeney. His 4th Junction 3. 53-33. Miller left side, driving in, and he traveled. Wanted to do the Euro step into the lane, but a little too much Euro on that. Rebels with the ball up by 20. 4:48, clock ticking. Deep wide right, and they find Prince wide open from the right side to the left, and he gets the easy two-hand put in. 55-33. Rebels have pushed the lead back out to 22, their largest of the night. Coleman, mid-range jumper, is off the back of the rim and over the top of the backboard, and that'll be a team rebound for Leake. 4.5 minutes exactly to play. Coleman checks out of the game. Chun comes in for him, middle of the court to White. Left side, Prince, and then a walk from Freeney. Freeney looked inside, kind of hesitated and did the old drag of the foot. Wooten will come out and J.R. Coleman back in. Up the middle of the floor on the slow walk. It's Coleman. Jonah Sims, top of the circle. Now to Bryson Wright for a three. Gets fouled by Prince. Shot won't go down. Should be three coming up. It will be three coming up, as that's the third personal on Samuel Prince. Bryson Wright, 1 out of 2 at the stripe. Will get 3 chances. Next broadcast will be next Friday night. We've rescheduled the game against Lamar that was wiped out last week. We'll be in Meridian for an audio-only broadcast. Bryson Wright makes the first free throw. Got the second of 3 coming up now. Deep knee bend and a good-looking shot. Straight down, good. Makes it 55-35. Chance to cut the Rebel lead to 19. He can do it 3 times. He can't do it 3 times. Gavin White goes up between 2 Patriots for the rebound. Hands it to Freeney. Now back to Watkins. Left corner, Prince nearly mishandles it. Gives it to Jake Freeney, and he walks with a basketball right in front of Coach Shepard. Oh, the crowd did not agree with that travel call. 55-35. We play the final 3 minutes, 50 seconds of tonight's boys game. Sakatra Miller with Welch out on him. To Sims. Right side, Bryson Wright. In the post to Chun, who sends it back out to Sims. Now to Wright, free throw line. Turns, spins, and puts in a really tough shot over Prince for 2. Timeout on the floor, and we'll take it with him. 3:29 to go. Rebels up 18.
Get top dollar for your timber and the least possible damage to your property with Welch Forest Products in Union. Professionals in forestry care, management, and cutting. Welch Forest Products provide final harvesting, pine plantation thinning, and site preparation and care. They buy land with or without timber. Welch Forest Products. Call Bo Welch at 601-774-8200. Welch Forest Products in Union.
Timber! Only Wendy's serves a better breakfast with a better biscuit. Our hot buttery breakfast biscuits are loaded with a fresh cracked egg, cheese, and your choice of bacon or sausage. And right now at Wendy's, they're only $1 each.
Wendy's breakfast biscuits, just $1.
So don't take a chance with those other guys. Bet your buck on a better breakfast with Wendy's bacon or sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Limit 5 qualifying items per transaction. Not valid in a combo. Excludes honey butter chicken biscuit.
Boswell Media Sports.
Philip Palmertree with you. Fourth quarter from Madden. 55-37 the score. Leake will face full court pressure into Samuel Prince. Up ahead, left side to Prince. Nice pass to Watkins, but quick hands by Miller to get it in, and last touch by the Patriots. Leake 55, Winston 37. Girls won their game easily by 48 points. Right side, Welch. Double team, spins out of it. Now met with a triple team, trying to go with it, and then the ball just dribbles away right in front of Samuel Prince, who turns and scores it from the right side. Lead back out to 20. Coleman, Bryson Wright, puts up a 3, tried to get some contact, but left short. Rebound White. Freeney dribbling around, trying to go through the pressure. Trips, goes hard to the floor to Welch. Now right baseline, Prince gets it to Freeney, who's back up, appears to be okay. Right corner, Welch. The pass out high, taken away by Miller, trying to get it, and he'll get it with the right hand. Prince did a good job just letting him take it. No need to commit a silly foul there. 57-39, under 2.5 to play. Gavin White at the timeline. Left-hand dribble, stops, wants to get it to a guard, gets it to Prince right side. He's going to go in right, left, shot off the back of the rim, no good. Bryson Wright rebounds, but now the ball's spinning out toward the sideline. Saved in by Gavin White to Welch. He'll go right side. Tough runner, no good. And a foul called on the rebound attempt. Boy, there's some frenetic action there. Fourth foul on Samuel Prince. Team's fifth. Patriot basketball into the front court. To Wright. Chun, top of the key to Miller. Cut off in the paint. Reaching in on it. Watkins, no held ball there. Now the ball just ping-ponging, pinballing off players out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rebels. Jackson Freeney will check in for Samuel Prince. Good minutes from Samuel tonight. He's scored 8 in the second half. Inbounding with 1:47 to play. Out to Sims. Now left elbow. Chun with a nice drive. Switches left hand to right hand and scores it. His first shot from the field. And he's made 57-41 and a steal. Wright puts a shot up over White. Can't get it. And then White touched it last. It'll stay with the Patriots. Just 1:28 to play, 88 seconds to go. Rebels are going to move to 11-8, and more importantly, 4-4 in district play. 11-10, 4-4 in district play. Off the inbound three, right side goes down for White. Boy, he's quick with the trigger. 57-44, leads back down 13. This is as close as they've been in the second half. And then timeout called by Whit Welch as he was double teamed on the outside. Quick alert play. And we'll take the timeout with them back in 30 as Leake basketball continues.
You bought lumber and you're ready to start digging post holes for that new fence, but not so fast. Do you know where your underground utilities are located? Central Electric Power Association urges you to call 811 for a free marking of underground electric lines and other utilities. Making the call before you dig can prevent a serious or fatal injury, plus it's the law in Mississippi. And please work safely around power lines. Central Electric Power Association, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Boswell Media Sports.
When the clock hits 0, be sure to join us for Wendy's postgame. We'll wrap up not only the boys' game, but girls' game as well. Leake basketball, far court, side court, into Welch. He slips near it, but keeps his balance. He's double teamed, starts the dribble. Now comes nicely left side to Watkins in the paint. Sims with a rejection. And then they'll call Watkins for an offensive foul. He went in hard with the shoulder into the chest of Sims, right in front of the official, and that's going to be called 9 out of 10 times an offensive foul. 57-44, a minute to play. Winston trying to finish strong here. They could get it down to 10 with a 3-ball. Sims between the circles, comes to Chun. Chun bounces down to Miller, reverse lay-in, good. Winston still playing with a lot of drive and energy, and Coach Beal calls timeout with 45 seconds to play. Leake ahead now 57-46. It's a full timeout. We'll be back in 60.
Sometimes life gets a little rough, and when it does, Performance Therapy is focused on highly individualized care. Owner Dan Young says no two people respond the same way to any form of treatment or intervention. No injury is the same, and no single treatment works across the board. Their therapists help people regain their physical function and mobility. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, stroke, orthopedic surgery, or you're suffering from chronic neck or back pain, they can help. Performance Therapy. Philadelphia, Carthage, Canton, Brandon, Gluckstadt, McGee, Florence, Lawrence, Raymond, Pelahatchie, and Wiggins.
State championship number 21.
Junction and Prince Oil, the fuel of champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel up with those who share your passion for community and Leake Academy Rebel basketball.
Nothing but net, Junction 3.
For over 60 years, Junction and Prince Oil has been fueling Central Mississippi and champions like the Leake Academy Rebels. Drive like a champion with locations in Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Newton, Scuba, Ridgeland, Louisville, and Union. Put some Junction in your next function with their catering, too.
Nothing but net, Junction 3.
Junction and Prince Oil, the fuel of champions.
Boswell Media Sports.
Held ball coming out of the timeout. Stay with the Rebels. Inbounds to Whit Welch, out to Freeney. Left side to Jackson Freeney. Now deep wide right. Quick reach out and foul someone. Opportunity there as Bryson Wright picks up his second. They've still got some fouls to give. 14th foul. Clock stops with 27 seconds to play. Rebels leading 57-46. Led by as many as 22, but there's been a late push here by the Patriots. Inbound, Welch mishandles, chases it down, left top of the key, and Sims with the reach out and foul someone. He's committed 3. Team's 5th. Still got a foul to give before they can put it into a 1+1 shooting situation. Gavin White quickly inbounds to Welch, and he's fouled right away by Chun coming from the backside. 2 on Donnie Chun. 16th foul. Now both teams in a bonus. 21 seconds to play. Look for another quick foul. Inside to Freeney. Freeney going to come out left side, reach out, push by Coleman. 4 on J.R. Coleman. But now 1+1 chance for Jake Freeney. He's 3 out of 4 at the line tonight. He has made 4 Junction 3. First one bounces all around the rim. It goes down. He'll earn the bonus. 58-46, 19 seconds to play. Second one, a little too deep. Chun gets the rebound. No Rebels in the lane on that one. Miller into the front court, left side, goes free throw line. Steal by Jackson Freeney. Passes up ahead to Welch, and Welch will dribble it back out on the right. They'll just run the clock here. Coleman tries the push, and that'll be the final 3 seconds of the ball game. Rebels get the win on the home floor, and the crowd likes it a whole lot. Good reason. Good performance tonight. 58-46 the final. We'll be back to wrap things up in the Wendy's postgame after this on Boswell Media Sports.
When it comes to the health and well-being of your four-legged family members, you need to trust veterinary experience that you'll find with Dr. Ryan Anderson and Dr. Steve Green at Central Mississippi Animal Clinic. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic is a full-service animal hospital that specializes in both routine and emergency procedures such as medical, surgical, dental, and grooming. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic conveniently located at 900 Highway 35 South in Carthage.
Visit them online at centralmississippianimalclinic.com.
Go Leake! Supporting all of our Rebels and Rebelettes this basketball season until the very end. We are so proud of you all and the heart you play with. Good sportsmanship and integrity on and off the court is to be recognized, and we are behind you all the way. Let's go LA! Schedule an appointment with us at 601-656-3366. 601-656-3366. Good luck from Craig and Amy Martin and all the crew at Craig Martin General Dentistry, Philadelphia.
Piggly Wiggly in Carthage is cheering on their Leake Rebels. When you don't have time to prepare food, they do. Give them a call and let the bakery and deli fix you up with delicious tailgate trays so you can hit the road with lots of goodies. Piggly Wiggly appreciates their hometown and wishes all players and cheerleaders a safe and successful season. If you can't make the game, Piggly Wiggly in Carthage. Go Rebels, go!
Only Wendy's serves a better breakfast with a better biscuit. Our hot buttery breakfast biscuits are loaded with a fresh cracked egg, cheese, and your choice of bacon or sausage. And right now at Wendy's, they're only $1 each.
Wendy's breakfast biscuits, just $1.
So don't take a chance with those other guys. Bet your buck on a better breakfast with Wendy's bacon or sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Limit 5 qualifying items per transaction. Not valid in a combo. Excludes honey butter chicken biscuit.
Boswell Media Sports.
Wendy's post game getting underway as we wrap things up in Madden, and the boys game completes a sweep for the Rebels today against Winston. Boys win 58-46 against Winston. Leake improves to 11-10 overall and 4-4 in District 2 play. Got games with Simpson coming up on Tuesday night on the road. No broadcast for that one, but we'll be with you Friday. As I'm told, the Lamar games from last week will be rescheduled for next Friday, the 28th. So I guess that Hillcrest game gets bumped. Check the school's social media accounts, LA Sports, for confirmation and details of that. But we'll be with you Friday regardless, whether that's in Meridian or in Jackson. Tonight's ball game, the Rebels jumped out to an 18-8 lead in the first quarters, led by 19 at the break, 34-15, led by as many as 22 in the fourth quarter, but a couple of nice strong pushes from Winston to close out. They played hard from the tip to the final horn. 17 points for Bryson Wright, 11 of those in the second half, and 14 for Sakatra Miller, and he had 12 of those in the second half to lead the way for Winston in defeat. Offensively for Leake, 20 points for sophomore point guard Jake Freeney. He had 8 in the first half, 12 in the second. He made 4 junction threes, a pair of 2-point baskets, and then he was 4 out of 6 at the free throw line for 20 points. Aiden Watkins finished the night in double figures with 11. He put in 11 with 13. He made 11 points in the first half and just 2 in the fourth quarter. But that 2 was at a big point that stopped a run by Winston. He finishes with 13. He made 5 shots from the field and went 3 for 4 at the stripe. 9 for Gavin White, who had a boatload of rebounds. I imagine he had double digits in rebounds, though I don't get to track that during the ball game. He made 2 shots from the field and then went 5 out of 6 at the free throw line for 9 points. 8 for Whit Welch. He got all of them in the first quarter, made a pair of junction threes and a 2 for 8 points, and 8 points off the bench for Samuel Prince. The 8th grader scored 4 shots from the floor in the second half for 8 points. Appearing in the game but not scoring, Jackson Freeney, Jack Harkins, and Charlie Brantley for LA in victory. So we'll see you next Friday, or well, I should say you'll hear us next Friday. It'll be an audio-only broadcast. We'll start at 6 o'clock on Friday, expecting Rebels to make up the game against Lamar, and we'll hope you'll be with us. I want to say thank you to everybody who's helped us tonight. John Alden Crosby running the action cam. Billy Steen doing a great job always as studio engineer at Boswell Media Sports Studios. And for our producers, BMO and Breck Riley, the award-winning Breck Riley, and for our great sales staff, Lisa, Melissa, for Ashley, Laura, everybody at Boswell Media Sports. Say thank you to all of them. Thanks to our sponsors, and thanks to all of you for listening. If you don't listen, none of this matters. So on behalf of all the team, I'm Philip Palmertree, thanking you and saying good night from Madden, where the girls win earlier 75-27 over Winston, and the boys complete the sweep with a 58-46 victory. We'll see you on Friday. Until then, good night and go Rebels.